Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago.
On first down, right back to Hall.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
The Jets at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On third down, Wilson. Open man is Uzomah.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Wilson.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Come on, set.
Wilson now off the bootleg. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action with Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
To throw is Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
2nd and 7 from the 20.
A give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. Allen going to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deion.
Pass complete to Deontay Johnson. A gain of 12. First down, Buffalo.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the...
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Here we go.
From the 39, Wilson. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Second and 5 now. Wilson. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On third down, here's Hall. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Caught right side, Davis. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing again on second down. Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive in the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try and put some points on the board and create some space.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Escape, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there. But sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
They'll run with Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Wilson and Wilson connecting here. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Wilson. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That's the game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On third down, Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are back within a couple of the lead.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Wilson going to throw for it. He's got it at the 2. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Allen to throw once more. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. This one caught by Crowder. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Singletary, they'll run for it. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Cook. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. What a big 4th quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Even after 3 seasons in the league, you can sense that there's room for a huge breakout by Ed Oliver. He has the potential to decimate the line of scrimmage and get to the quarterback from the interior.
After the sack on 1st down, Wilson on the out route. He completes it to Hall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On first down, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson being chased out left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And with that, they still have a chance, partner.
Yeah, if that ball's knocked away, this game is probably over. But guess what? We still got some ball to play.
They'll give to Hall. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run with Hall. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide.